Hi, boys and girls. For days 7, 8, 9, and 10, we're going to be working with a story called Buffalo Soldier. Okay? We're going to fill out this KWL chart. Okay? The K stands for what you know. The W stands for what you want to know. The L stands for what you want to learn. And the S we can add on to our KWL by writing down anything we still want to know after we're done reading, any questions you still have. Okay? All right. So before we read, okay, we're going to do the K and the W. All right. So before you do any reading, you should have written down what you already know about buffalo soldiers. And if you don't know anything about buffalo soldiers, it's okay to just write, I don't know anything yet, right? Because we're going to have a growth mindset. Remember the power of yet. Remember that video we watched, the Classroom Dojo? Okay. We're all capable of learning new things, right? So it's okay if you don't know anything yet about that. All right. In the W column, you're going to write what you want to know. Who are the Buffalo Soldiers? What did they do? What does that mean? Okay. Anything you want to know. When did that event take place, right? Okay. After reading, okay, so we'll do this stuff before we read. Okay, that's planned out for day 7. All right. And then day 8, we'll read the text, highlight important information and interesting facts, annotate the story, right? Write down the facts that you learn, okay? And then we'll complete the second half, okay? We'll write down what you learned, okay? So you can answer any questions that you had by writing down what you learned about it, all right? And then if you still have questions that you're just wondering, maybe you really like the story and you want to know more about Buffalo Soldiers, you can ask any questions you're still wondering. You can ask the author questions. You can ask questions about any historical facts you want to know about this time period. Okay? When they were around. All right. And for days 9 and 10, okay, we're going to continue working with the Buffalo Soldier article. For day 9, we're going to fill out this text feature chart. We learned all about text features. Remember that poster in the classroom that I have right next to the sink? It was on the bulletin board with the shark, and we talked about headings that introduce what the paragraph's going to be about, right? We had the picture of the shark, the diagram that was labeled. We talked about all those different things. We have the table of contents on the bottom, right? Glossary tells you all the definitions of the words, okay? And the awesome thing they have in this packet, Miss Meyer loves this, it explains it for you. Maybe we'll have to use this in class when we get back to school. I can't wait for that day to come. All right, so we'll use that to help figure out this text feature chart, okay? Photograph, graphic image, diagram, data table, graph, chart, caption. Remember, a caption is just the little word underneath the picture, right? Okay. A graphic image is just an image that has a picture in it, right? Diagram's usually labeled. A data table has information set up in 2 columns usually, okay? All right, and you should know most of those other words. All right, so you're just gonna put a check or an X if this article has the text feature, and then you're gonna fill in a sentence here. How does this help me to understand new information? Okay, we know that when we read a story, we always skim first for text features, right? And we've talked a lot about how can this picture help you understand what you're about to read, right? Or these text features. Other thing you're going to do for day 9 that you should have done, and if you've not done it, that's okay. You can do it today. All right. This is the Buffalo Soldier history chart. So this is very similar to the plot diagram we did with the one and only Ivan, okay? When we had the, looks like you guys helped me build it actually with sticky notes, okay? We had it looked just like this. We did character setting, wish, problem, solution, right? Okay. And we put all the sticky notes up on that poster on the wall. Remember, you guys helped me fill it out. Okay. This is similar. Okay. It's just a different format. You can think of each of these kind of as a sticky note. Okay. And we're just putting it in a line, couple lines instead of a plot diagram, because this is actually nonfiction. So we won't do wish, problem, solution. We'll just do facts from the beginning all the way to the end. Okay. So for example, in September, we learned about Charlie McButton, right? And then we read the story, What About Me? Later on in the year, we read The One and Only Ivan. Now we're reading Buffalo Soldier, okay? And we'll keep going just like that. But you're going to do that right here, okay? A really good thing about nonfiction articles is they usually include dates, right? The years that things happened. So in your Buffalo Soldier packet article that you're reading, you can start with the date in the beginning, and then you can kind of use those dates to help organize your thinking. Okay, so in the beginning of the story, you can write something that happened at this date, and then the next date that you find. Okay, some of them might not have dates, all right, but the ones that do, that might be really helpful for you, all right. And if you've been tracking facts, you already have the facts pretty much written down in order in your annotations, and that'll help you too. All right, that's it for day 9. And finally, day 10. You guys worked so hard. Oh my gosh, I am so proud of you, making my heart smile so big. Okay. All right, so day 10. I know it looks like a lot, but it's really not, so don't worry. Okay, you're going to do a couple worksheets. All right, the first one that you're going to do, choose the correct verb for each sentence from the parentheses to write the word on the line. A verb is a, you say it, a verb is a, I can't hear you. A verb is a action word. Nice job. Okay. All right, so you're just going to fill in the blank. So underneath the line, there's 2 options, okay? I recommend for you to read it with each option to see which one sounds correct, okay? I'll read number 1 to you. Former soldiers, former slaves, and other black men joins, or former soldiers, former slaves, and other black men joined. Which one makes the most sense? Joined, right? Because this is in the past tense, right? And when something's in the past tense, we add ed, okay? So anytime you see a word with ed at the end, it means it was in the past, okay? A lot of us sometimes read this incorrectly, so look at this example, okay? Joined, okay? In the present tense, we say join. Do you want to join me for lunch, right? Joined yesterday. I joined my mom for lunch, right? In the past. So when we add ed, we just kind of add the d sound to the end of a word. Joined. Okay, it's not joined. I don't want to hear joined. I hear that a lot. Joined. Okay, and that just means it happened before in the past. Okay, it happened yesterday or happened last year or a long, long time ago. Okay, that's all that means. If it happens in the present, that means it's happening now. Okay, that's that one. And then the last 2 more worksheets to do. All right, compound words. We've already done this a little bit, right? So that's when 2 words come together to make 1 word, okay? All right, so it says match the words from the left-hand column. Okay, remember a column goes down like this. This way is called a row, right? Remember those math terms. Columns, okay, and then rows would go this way. Okay. Match the words from the left-hand column with the words from the right-hand column to create compound words from the Buffalo Soldiers. Then write the compound words you created on the lines at the bottom of the page. Okay? So you can be creative here, but we need to make sure we're figuring out those. Okay? If you want, you can even think of your own and write them on the back when you're done. That would be extra activity. And the last thing you're going to do, final activity, woo! For this week, for this packet. All right, is just comprehension questions, okay, for the Buffalo Soldier. And again, if you have been reading and annotating, this shouldn't take you too long. And remember to go back with a blue crayon, okay, or a marker or pencil and go highlight. Okay, there's 12 questions. Number 11 and 12 you do have to do, okay? Even though they're not multiple choice, that doesn't mean you don't have to do them, okay? Extended response. Number 11 says, in what ways were Buffalo soldiers treated differently from white soldiers? Why do you think this was so? Okay, so you can just write a couple sentences. You can use this space on the paper if you want. Just number 11 and 12 to write your answers. Okay, you can just kind of do a little response right here. Okay, and number 12 says, what caused the Native Americans to attack soldiers and settlers? All right, so you can do 2 just short responses. Okay, just 3 to 5 sentences. Okay, all right. And really, you can do a mini 3-chart for those, right? Remember when we just do 1 paragraph? Okay, so 1 paragraph for each. Okay, short response. All right. And both of those are explanatory. Okay, so if you do your short chart, short mini 3-chart, right? You'd have your TTQA, answer, evidence, explain, in your closing, and that will give you 5 sentences, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then you can do the same thing down here. All right, happy learning. And again, thank you to your parents, your families for helping you, brothers or sisters, cousins, whoever's helping you. Thank you very much, right? And be very thankful for them, for all their support. Okay, and a special thank you to all of you scholars for your hard work. Okay, I miss you guys so much. Talk soon.